Most people think a limiting belief comes from something that people have told you or your family values, your life experiences, like your childhood, your traumas, etc. And all that can be true and is true. But the one thing that people don't talk about, I actually haven't heard anyone talk about this, is that limiting beliefs can also come from weak cognitive functions, which then will cause you to do actions which will only intensify your limiting belief. So let's first define what is the definition of a limiting belief. A limiting belief is a state of mind or belief that you have about yourself, about the world, about your situation that is preventing you from living a life you truly want or fulfilling your potential. Okay. So like we said, a lot of times these are things that people said. So if, let's say it could be that someone like said, oh, like you're really not good at drawing. And that's it. Like as a kid, you heard that and now you just think that you're not good at drawing. Or it could be, you might have a limiting belief that your accent is going to get in your way of being successful in life. And either you saw that from other people have told you that, or because of life experiences, you've had that belief. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes limiting belief comes from weak cognitive functions. Okay. Like how about I will always be bad at like giving speeches. I'm just never going to be good at giving speeches. Now, maybe you haven't developed a skill of giving speeches. Now, where does giving speeches, what do you have to use for that? Your cognitive functions. Maybe the reason why you have that belief is because you have the weak cognitive function of giving a thoughtful response. So your brain struggles with giving a thoughtful response, which is then causing you not to give good speeches. So you are having this limiting belief that you are not good at speeches. Here's the thing. As soon as you improve that cognitive function of giving a thoughtful response, that limiting belief doesn't happen anymore. Okay. Or maybe I will give you a personal example. Okay. Ever since I started learning about the 28 cognitive functions, these 28 thinking skills that can be getting in your way of making your life, of doing what you want to do in life and can be creating limiting beliefs, then I knew I wanted to learn how to help other people improve their cognitive functions. And at that time, at the age of 11, when I started improving my own cognitive functions, then I was like, I am only going to work with people one-on-one. Even though I knew that around the world, there were other people who were helping others, other teachers who were helping others improve their cognitive functions in classrooms of 30. Yes, there were teachers and Feuerstein mediators trained in this Feuerstein method of helping people improve their cognitive functions. And they were doing it to these big groups, not one-on-one, helping people in classrooms of 30. And I was like, I just can't see it. Like, I don't believe that when you are doing it in a classroom of 30, people are actually getting good results and really able to improve their cognitive functions really well, because like you're talking it to the masses, you're talking it on like a big scale, right? And like you're not actually customizing it for every person. Like my brain just started having all these different things. And I said, I will only work with people one-on-one. Okay. Now, as I started getting training in this at 17, I started getting training in it and I started working with people with this. And again, like people asked me if I would do groups, and it's like, no, I'm not doing groups because it just doesn't work as well. Guess what? When I was 20, went to a training on helping how to actually help other people improve their cognitive function of categorizations. Okay. During this training, I realized, guess who needed to improve this cognitive function? Me. Categorizations was stopping me from being able to do a lot of things in life, including being able to plan productively, including being able to think big picture, including being able to see how to be able to do this in group settings. As soon as I improved that cognitive function of categorizations, no one had to tell me to do this in group settings. All of a sudden now my brain was able to pick up different ways of what would be the best way to do this if I'm doing it in a group. All I have to do is tweak this and that. And now I could do it in a group, no issue. Guess what? Now I only do groups. I don't take any clients one-on-one, doing groups of 6, not 30, because I do still want to make sure I could really keep everyone customized, really give them their full attention. Doing in groups of 6, but guess what? People get even better results because we're creating this community, this support, this we create these friends, these lifelong friends that like even when after we finish working, people like still hang out together and have fun. People who have this language of improving their cognitive functions, and people get even better results. They get to learn from more people and they get accountability for more people, and the results are crazy. Not because anybody taught me how to do it in a group, but because I improved the cognitive function of that. And all of a sudden, my brain was able to figure it out by myself. Well, I'm going to just say, if you're interested in learning how to improve your cognitive functions, so that way you don't have any limiting beliefs, you'll want to apply to your brain rewired. Link for that is right below lifebigsuniversity.com/YBR. But it's super cool because let me just tell you, just improving this cognitive function has saved me over 10 hours every single week and a lot of money. Think about it. Instead of having to work one-on-one, now I get to work in groups. If you could figure out some math by yourself there. But anyways, let's think about yourself. What is a limiting belief that you have? Okay. What's something, or maybe that you don't think it's a limiting belief because right now it's working for you, right? Like I didn't think that was a limiting belief because I really thought that I was helping people more by doing it one-on-one. So what is something that you're like, oh, this is just the way it is, or this is the best way, or that's the way it's going to be? Now, you have something? Good. Now I want you to think about it. What would happen if this is not true? What would happen? How would I have to do this differently? And what sort of results I get? Now, obviously, sometimes that is the best way to go about it. And it's not a limiting belief, right? That's why sometimes it's good to figure out these limiting beliefs with someone on the outside. But maybe it will help you realize that maybe it is a limiting belief. And maybe it's just really challenging for your brain to figure out a better way to do it because of a weak cognitive function. So if you do want to break this limiting belief or any limiting belief that you know you have or you don't know you have, so that way you can make more money, run your business more efficiently, have better communication, and just make your life a little bit easier, you'll want to apply to your Entrepreneur's Brain Rewired. Link to that is right below. Have an awesome rest of your day and start questioning your limiting beliefs. Yep, question them. Cheers to peak brain performance.